Welcome to the European Circle Report. 2 weeks back, on Sunday, the first round of French presidential elections took place. Francois Hollande came out as the winner of the first round. The officiating president Nicolas Sarkozy is lagging behind the socialist Hollande just by a short margin. The surprise package was, however, the high turnout of the right extremist Front National. Francois Hollande, candidate of the Socialist Party, scored the best result with 28.63% of the votes. Nicolas Sarkozy, candidate of the Union pour un mouvement populaire and the officiating president, landed at the second spot with 27.18% of the casted votes. The right radical party Front National, around the star candidate Marine Le Pen, secured the third spot with 17.9% of the votes. The left-wing Parti de Gauche, with Jean-Luc Mélenchon at the steering, obtained 11.11% of the casted votes. The liberal movement Democrat around François Bayrou managed 9.13% of the votes. On 6th May, both the leading candidates, Hollande and Sarkozy, will run the second ballot. The deciding factor for the Sunday election is the distribution of voters of the third, fourth and fifth party. 52% of Le Pen's voters have already announced to vote for the conservative incumbent Sarkozy. Sarkozy is trying to win over the voters for the right radical party. Consequently, he is closing up on them with demands like intensification of border controls and restraints on immigration. Le Pen is supposed to announce her recommendation by 1st May. Unlike Jean-Luc Mélenchon, the representative of the left-wing party, Parti de Gauche, has already asked its voters to vote for Hollande. According to current estimates, 91% of their voters are intending to do it. Together, the right extreme Front National and the left-wing Parti de Gauche had attained around one-third of the casted votes. The socialist candidate Hollande sees the result as a consequence of Sarkozy's government. The Front National has never reached such peaks in the presidential elections before. This is a sign that a rebellion is necessary in the Republic. The future president of the second strongest economy of Europe will have to face the current problems of the country during his term, especially a mild recession, numerous structural problems and the unemployment rate, which is oscillating just under 10%. Critics fear that the socialist Hollande lacks the necessary governing experience. The possible change of government has already worried many investors. They fear that with the win of the socialists, Europe may discard its strict austerity measures. Just a week before the parliamentary, presidential and municipal elections in Serbia, the region has once again come under the threat of violent outbursts. The deployed NATO troops are preparing themselves for an escalation in situation. 550-man strong rapid action force from Germany and Austria is to support the deployed troops on site. In 2008, Kosovo proclaimed independence from Serbia. Today, the country has been recognized by almost 90 countries. Serbia, on the other hand, continues to reject the independence and wants its former province back. In view of the elections in Serbia, conflict has continued between Belgrade and Pristina since months. Around 120 Serbs living in the north of Kosovo still refuse to acknowledge the government in Pristina. They see the impending elections as another opportunity to demonstrate their connection to the Serbian motherland. Belgrade's plan to open polling stations in the areas inhabited by the Serbs in Kosovo has flared the conflict further. Although the Serbian government has already moved away from this plan, nevertheless the NATO troops present in Kosovo have warned of an escalation. There is considerable conflict potential in the region. In support of the troops in Kosovo, the commander in charge has requested for the Mobile Rapid Action Force of the NATO. That was the report for this week. Goodbye till next time.